Well, it's the end of the year stream. The year is ending, and there's nothing we can do about it except look back, celebrate what there was, and lament what there wasn't. That's what we're here to do. Oh, whoops. Yeah, alright, that'll do. Party like it's 1999. I don't know about you, but I didn't have a great 1999. It was okay. It wasn't particularly fantastic. Ooh, I have 160 followers, and that means I lost one at some point. Oh well, goodbye, whoever you were. And, if you're watching this on YouTube, hello to whoever you are. I hope whoever you are as well. Let's see, got my posts up. Got stuff done. There we go. Hopefully I'm nice and audible. I am on the weird headphones. And my phone has disconnected. Wonderful! $14.99, the price of your typical cat planet. I know very little about cat planets. I have never been to a cat planet. I've been to a few dog planets. They are nice there. They will give you all the sausages you can eat. Anyway, hopefully I'm good and audible. Hopefully I am not, like, talking to myself here. And I have no idea. What is this playing? Yeah, that makes sense. Fucking Dragon Slayer. The Jet game. I mean, you can, at some point. Please hold off for a bit. I want to actually get into the conversational stuff. Like, before we're, you know... I'd like to wait until for the game suggestion until after the intro is over. Oh, that's sort of a joke. Okay, I don't get the joke, but that's fine. The site got offline. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what happened to I had to restart Twitch on my phone, I guess. Which is fucking illegal. Not that YouTube is much better. Indeed. In fact, I want to make a note that if you're watching this VOD on Twitch, or if you're watching this VOD on YouTube, I mean, fuck both Twitch and YouTube. They suck. Oh, thank you for the gift sub, Jade and Company, Amber and Company. I can never remember what exactly to call you collectively, but thank you for the gift sub. I am absolutely god-awful at remembering everything. Anyway. Yeah, Shateri now has a sub. I hope Shateri has noticed that we're streaming. Jade says stuff that works. It's nice to be officially the end of everybody in the world. If you exist, I am your aunt and I will take care of you. Provisionally. Lightly. Sort of. Actually, I'm just gonna sit here and eat chess pieces, but you don't need to know that. So who's ready for an exciting night of me talking with no gameplay footage going on whatsoever? I'm so excited about this. This is gonna be a landmark of dumb decisions. This is just gonna be me, like, vibing. That's it. Ham tests well around here in general. Stand back, I take large steps. And I take large bites of chess pieces. These headphones are so noise-canceling, I actually can't hear how loud I'm being. So I assume I'm just screaming everything at everyone. I apologize for the screaming. Unfortunately, you can't stay. Well, try to catch the VOD if you like. But thank you for attending, even briefly. And now, just let me sort of... I just... Hold on. I have to get... Okay. So, welcome to my lair. Or the stock footage of it, at least. I hope you're comfortable there on the couch. The poison will wear off soon. And I'd like to take the time to talk to you about the year. You guys can just sit on that pillow because the chat window isn't long enough to actually extend all the way down the screen. So, it's the end of the year. It is the end of 2023. Arguably, depending on when, you know, when you celebrate the end of the year. I celebrate the end of the year whenever I feel like it. The new year begins when I say it does, and I say, we're having a new year now. So, when I thought about 2021, I called it a year in stasis because nothing was happening. And when I talked about 2022, I thought about it as a year when things finally started happening. I had picked Twitch back up and I started to get kind of serious in a I want people to pay attention to me sort of way. And now people are paying attention to me, and I have no idea what to do with that whatsoever. Like, most of my life has been spent not trying to get attention, so having attention focused on me is very unusual. It feels strange, but also somehow right. After all, I am the centerpiece of the room. When I'm here, anyway. Let me see. One of the things I mentioned I wanted to do last year was to get back into writing for extended periods of time, and unfortunately, I am doing the opposite of that. This would normally be a post on my blog, except instead it's a video because I seem to have completely lost the ability to write long-form pieces. So that is, in fact, a step backwards. I am taking some steps backwards here. I don't really think it's that bad, but it is against what I wanted to do, so I'm mentioning it now. But I have to say, I've been extremely lucky with Twitch so far. Thank you. I've become the modern internet, which is a sort of tapestry of television. Yeah, I miss reading. I miss reading too. I was looking at a great big lineup of what I can only describe as monster fucker romance books the other day, and they were free. They were freely being given away. You can just take all the romance novels you want. And I was thinking, I don't read anything anymore. I am illiterate now, and that is depressing. So maybe I should try to at least read more, I should try to read more books in general. I should set some time aside and read some books. The last reading I did was my yearly read-through of Night in the Lonesome October, back in, well, October. I love that book. I try to read through it once a month. Well, I try to read through it once a month, and that specific month is during October out of the year. Yeah, this is going great so far. I'm feeling very wordsy. It's fantastic. Ah, let's see. Last year, I bought into the concept of a community for the first time. I felt like maybe uh, together we could all be people and, or, pretend to be people. I'm not very good at it, but some of you are. And we can sort of, like, help elevate each other and get watchers on Twitch and stuff. And that has also worked out for me. I have actual subscribers and followers. I'm making a paycheck. It's not a paycheck every month, but it's a paycheck every other month. And that is absolutely stupid to me. I don't know how I'm doing that. Am I going to have to pay taxes? God, I hope I'm not going to have to pay taxes. I hope I'm not expected to pay taxes right now. I should really look into that. Oh well, what's the worst that could happen? Um, I also wanted to set games aside and or set time aside and do longer marathon streams. And that has been working out. The marathon weekend streams are fantastic. We've played through some really long JRPGs together, and we will continue playing through like long ass JRPGs over the course of the year. Wild Arms might actually take all year. It might take more than 52 fucking sessions to complete, because I understand that game is roughly as long as the Bronze Age. But I'm eager to do that. Yeah, I don't know if I have to, if I'm being taxed. If I am, then, well, shit. But, it'll work out. It'll all work out, I'm sure. Since when has the government ever done anything bad to anybody? So I ended off my talk about last year with, I'm proud of where I am and I hope for more. And I got more. I am more now. I'm more of a I'm more of a streamer, I'm more of a gamer, I'm more of a personality. I have expanded in ways that mostly concentrate around my thighs and stomach. But aside from that, I feel like I've expanded as a person. And that's cool. So, coming from last year, that's great. This year has been. Uh, this year has not been as bad as some. It has been aggressively neutral, I would say. I am in a very neutral phase where nothing bad has happened and nothing fantastic has happened, but I am maintaining course. I am maintaining where I am. I am in the gray zone and floating. And that is honestly pretty good considering where we're coming from. As Flair has just noted, 2020 was like the ass end of all ass ends. It was the butt of the universe. And now we are rising. We are somewhere around the kidneys of the universe, possibly the spleen, the gallbladder, perhaps. It's not a bad place to be. Also, hello, Celine. So, I would like, if I may, to go through the 2023 complete tag on my blog and talk a little bit about each game that we did. Starting with Beyond Oasis, which we finished, or I posted about finishing on January 8th. And Beyond Oasis I still remember as one of the highlights of the Sega Genesis. The duodenum of the universe. That's like a fucking Final Fantasy ass thing. Like, we are all gonna be in the Crystarium of the universe. We're gonna be refining our grist mills for capture law. No, that's Homestuck. That's fucking Homestuck. Anyway, Beyond Oasis was a fantastic choice to start the year. Bright candy colors, brisk action, a Streets of Rage style battle system in an RPG. It was fantastic, and I loved it. The jumping puzzles can go to hell. Also, there is a sequel on the Saturn. I never did actually get Saturn emulation working. At some point, I should. Only now do you notice a contrast with my beefy little wingsies and my big fluffy tail. Yeah, this is an abstraction. I am being abstracted right now. You cannot behold my true form. But that tail would probably, like, crest on up to that staircase back there. Let's see. Then we had Siberia 2. Siberia 2 was much like Siberia 1, except more. If in reality my tale is a reality. People always talk about the fabric of the universe. That's not fabric, that's fluff. But yeah, it was the second half of Siberia. It was part 2 of the game. And it was Siberia. It was fine. I liked it a lot. Uh Untitled Goose Game. That was the game where I really learned to trust y'all. I had a poll up on Twitter and I was like, hey, can you guys pick a game for me to play? And I put like 3 games I really wanted to play, and I don't even remember what they were, and there was Untitled Goose Game, and y'all picked Untitled Goose Game, and I was like, oh, you voted for the meme. Why did I put that on there? And then I played it, and it was fantastic. It was a very expressive game. It was a lot of fun to play. It didn't take too much time. We honked at stuff. It was great. So that was when I learned to not be an idiot and to trust you all. Very important lesson to learn. Okay, first suggested game we have Infinity. Uh, I don't know what that is. You know, let me go. Let me just have a quick glance at what that is. I'm just gonna search for that. What is this? Oh, this is okay. I have, I'm looking at it right now, and I still don't know what it is, which means that we should probably play it. So yeah, that's on the to playlist now. I will have to buy that at some point. Although, just a warning: games that I have to buy are lower priority than games I don't have to buy, which means, everything on this list has negative priority because I'm a terrible fighting game character. But at some point, I will probably get to them. Alright, what was next? Eve 8. And Eve 8 was a. We could not have picked a better game to start the marathon weekends off than Eve 8. That game had so much momentum. That game had so much energy. That game had so much. Had so much music. One of the soundtracks of all time. I'm telling ya. Like. I am scrolling. 1 second. Like you just start this soundtrack at some point. Like you start this music and it's good. This is a this was a magical fucking game. I loved it. Everything about this game was a miracle. And it gave us all kinds of fun memes, fun times with a blast. The Longest Journey, which was originally Celine's suggestion. I always forget that was originally Celine's suggestion. But Celine started us off on The Longest Journey, which was indeed the longest journey we have ever taken as a group on this channel. And all I have to say about The Longest Journey is the Gribbler. But let's see. After that, we finished Grandia. We finished all of Grandia in like around the time it took to finish The Longest Journey and Dreamfall combined. So they were indeed long journeys. Grandia, I've been meaning to finish that game forever. I've finally finished it. It was a blast, and there was much less of the Magic Knights Rayearth style trio than I remembered there being, which is sad. The good news is I own Cosmic Top Secret and Akana.io. Oh, okay. Okay. That's... I own Cosmic Top Secret on the Switch, though. And I own Mythic Ocean on the PC. Journey of the Broken Circle. I may have heard of this. Let me just pull that up. Journey of the Broken Circle. I heard of this? No, I have not. Okay. Celine talked about it at length. Unfortunately, as you probably know, I have no ability to understand what anybody is talking about. I just do not. My brain is one of those things with all the holes in it. Sock. My brain is a sock. Anyway, we finished Dreamfall and we finished Dreamfall chapters, and I am still astonished that Ragnar Tornquist actually finished a video game. I knew the man had it in him. I just did not know if he ever would actually do it. The man it took him 3 video games and several episodes to finish the video game, but he finished the video game. Well done, Ragnar. Good job, man. Good job. Talked about it at length. I remember some of the things you talk about at length. I just don't remember everything because I cannot remember many things. There's a reason I'm going through my blog in the background for what video games I played like a couple months ago. Here. Chia later won some kind of award from PC Gamer for like best open world game of the year. And I agree. And I think it's a goddamn crime that this game is in like Epic Game Store jail and so nobody is going to fucking touch it ever. Like, that is just a pants on head stupid thing. Get over your fear of alternate game stores, people. Just buy things on Good Old Games, buy things on itch.io, buy things on the Epic Store. It's not going to fucking, like, cause your ass to print credit cards or whatever. Do I remember the 21st night of September? I do not. I have no idea when that is. Anyway, Chia was all about the motion. Like, you possess a rock, you slingshot yourself into the sky, you pop out of the rock, you possess a bird, you glide down on the scenery. It was amazing. It was beautiful. I loved it. Probably, like, my favorite open world game this year. Not my actual favorite game this year, but my favorite open world game this year. I didn't play a lot of open world games this year, but it really is that good. Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. I am a complete Digimon fangirl. Like, people don't know this about me. I love Digimon so much. It's just a shame that so many of their games are very stupid. A lot of their games revolve around keeping your little dinosaur, or your little fox, or your little, like, penguin in your little like mechanical biohazard creature. So many of the games revolve around keeping your Digimon from just shitting itself into oblivion. And then, like, eating the poop and becoming a poop monster itself. And it's horrible. I don't know why I would want to do this. I don't want to keep Renamon from eating her own poop. That's like a fucking E621 page. It's horrible. I don't want it. And so many Digimon games are like that. And then they had the battle RPGs that were like, you get experience individually for each type of Digimon, and that was also, I don't know why it took them so long to make a really, really good Digimon game, but Digimon Cyber Sleuth was a really, really good Digimon game. Hello, teleporting helicopter. Yes, I am on the table, and you are on the couch. Please feel free to steal from the kitchen. There's, like, drinks and stuff in there. Yeah, most of the RPGs are a big grind sandwich. Anyway, Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, I loved it. we have a second one that I want to play, hopefully this year. Hopefully this coming year. It's like the B side of Cyber Sleuth, and we can import our old Digidex, or whatever the fuck it is, into it. Ringlorn Saga. That was basically What If Highlight, but stances. And the number one problem with it was that I think that game would have been over in about, like, an hour. Except I got lost so many times. I got incredibly lost. Did you know that there's actual highlight on the Switch now? Like PC98 highlight? I'm gonna buy that at some point, because I actually kinda like highlight. Tap dancing on the table and the little chocobos, libbies, and zero trash. They're fine. They're fine. I'm not gonna fall off the table. I am not gonna fall off the table and break my head. That's not what I had planned for, like, the finale or anything. Hello, Doth. A teleporting helicopter has redeemed Words Me a Thing. We're smoking PNF 404 grass from the Garden of Hope! I have no idea what that means. But there it is. Let's see. We also played Metamorphobet this year. Does anybody remember Metamorphobet? Metamorphobet was part of the result of me getting insomnia one night and deciding to stream at like 2 in the goddamn morning. And we found this game about teaching us the alphabet. And it was one of the most surreal experiences I've had game-wise in a while. It was wonderful. I haven't seen the Pikmin. I don't look at anything that has to do with Pikmin if I can help it. I don't regard Pikmin as a video game. I regard it as like a masochism simulator. Let's see, we played Metaform, which was point and click that I remember barely anything about. Co-Open. That was good. Co-Open was about being a kid shopping by yourself, and it turns out you can wander so far off the beaten path it doesn't even become a shopping game anymore. Y'all have got to play Co-Open. You probably have it somewhere. Yeah, but it's like, Pikmin takes organization and I don't have time to be organized. I don't know how to be organized. Alright, Grandia 2. I beat Grandia 2 for the second time. Grandia 2 is great. Grandia 2 has Cam Clark in it, and these things do not cancel each other out. 10 Cam Slash! I just loved it. We had Roan in that game. Roan been big. Him big. And no, Roan is the little dude. Merrick. Merrick big. Roan tiny. I ship it. Kind of. The room I'm standing in isn't mine. I broke into this house. I don't know who owns it. We're gonna leave this place trashed before we leave. Look forward to that. Paradise Killer. We solved the weirdest murder mystery I have ever seen this year. Paradise Killer was amazing. Shinji for life. Let's see. After that was Live Alive. Do we get to keep what's in the fridge? We absolutely get to keep what's in the fridge. We're going to divide that up between us on the way out. Live Alive was my game of the year, 2022. Live Alive was the best game I played this year. If you disagree, then, well, screw you. Because I played it. Me. And I loved it. It's 2023, though? Yeah, but I didn't play it in 2023. I played it in 2023. Live Alive is really good, though. I don't know how to describe it exactly, except that it has one of the only tactical battle systems I've ever felt like I understood. Every battle was a puzzle, and every puzzle had a solution. And it made me feel like fucking Professor Layton out there. It was great. Let's see. What came after that? Siberia 3. Siberia 3 was good. Siberia 3 was more Siberia. Siberia 3 is the one that everybody hates, and I can see why, because, like, the camera kept clipping through walls and stuff. But it was good. It was, uh, yeah, to be fair, Live Alive is important to you guys, but to me, it's the game where I took, like, a pro wrestler, a cowboy, a robot, and a ninja, and I fucking suplexed somebody's emotional problems until they died. And that is baller. After Siberia 3 came Abzu. And Abzu is beautiful. And Abzu is a really quick playthrough. If you're not looking around and, you know, doing stuff. And then there was Hypnagogia. And that really was just a fantastic love affair with PlayStation graphics and dreams and making weird little worlds to wander around in. We have Interior Worlds. I think it might be up on the voting docket. I haven't looked at the votes yet. There are no votes right now. When I turn on votes, though, I think Interior Worlds may be on the voting docket, and I really kind of hope that it actually gets in because I want to play Interior Worlds. What happens when you do that? If I've turned it off right, nothing. Yeah, all right, nothing. Good. Chicory, a colorful game about having clinical depression and slurpy gloppy noises. Every screen in that game is like, I have depression. I don't think I'm good enough. It's great. Fantastic game. I really like painting the water because the color kind of dilutes out across the water and it's very pretty. Also, that was a very funny technical issue where in the last stream, I flailed so hard that I disconnected the stream and had to come back. Was the Hypnosis replay this year? Yes, it was. Yes, I think I'm getting to that. Am I getting to that? I don't think I wrote down the Hypnosis replay. I'll be damned.
Ticket, please.
Mark, what are you doing here?
I'm driving the streetcar. Ticket, please.
Yeah, if the Hypnosis replay was this year, it was great. And if the Hypnosis replay wasn't this year, well, you know what? Maybe we'll replay it again next year. I don't know. It may become a tradition. I can't say that for sure, though. If anybody has a game they want to see me replay for next year's anniversary, let me know, but I don't know. Mega Man Legends in a world covered by endless water. That was probably the best Mega Man game I've ever played. I haven't played most of them. I've played like Mega Man 2, Mega Man X, Mega Man X2, one of the Mega Man Zeros, and like Mega Man Legends. Now, those are the ones that I've finished. I've actually like dabbled in all of them because of ROMs, but I'm really bad at classic Mega Man, y'all. Anyway, Mega Man Legends was fantastic. I fully understand now why people are like bitching for Mega Man 3 because deserves one. Like Mega Man Legends 3. Oh, right, Mega Man X3. Thank you for putting that on the list. I may end up replaying Mega Man X1 and X2, so I gotta think about that one. Starfield. I never expected It's Okay to be like fantastic. You know, like Starfield was okay. It was firmly okay, and that's controversial now because Starfield is apparently like a massive letdown to everybody else who's played it. I thought it was fine. I don't think I'm gonna play it again anytime soon, but it's fine. I do... Well, I'll save that for later. After Starfield was Penny Larceny, and Penny Larceny, unlike Starfield, was fucking fantastic. Penny Larceny was so good, I pushed it immediately to, like, everybody I know, hardcore, salesman style. And I don't usually do that. Like, I don't usually go, my god, buy this game. It's firmly okay, and the thing is, a lot of Bethesda games are just okay. At first. Like, I played Morrowind when it came out, and it was okay. And I played Oblivion when it came out, and it was okay. And I actually skipped Skyrim when it came out. I didn't play it until a couple years later. And it was pretty good. So, you know, maybe in a few years, Starfield will be pretty good. But I'm not gonna hold my breath and wait. I think the lesson is don't fucking buy these games on release. You gigantic idiot. And I keep doing it. Crusader of Senti. I am still not sure what the Crusade of Senti was. But it was a good game. We had talking animals. We fought God with a sword, and we time traveled. There was all kinds of lunatic shit happening in that game. Also, it's like $500 on eBay. Don't ever pay that. Just emulate it. Never pay eBay for anything, if you can help it. That's my advice. Kenji Ino's D. We took a good hard look at that. Laura. Laura. Up here, Laura. The D stands for Laura. And then we played through Gabriel Knight 1, and Gabriel Knight 2, and Gabriel Knight 3, and I am still kind of reeling from those in my brain. I'm still fucking reeling from Gabriel Knight 3. There's stuff that happens at the end of that game that the fandom doesn't really talk about, and they should, because, oh my god, what? Maybe I just missed it, like, back in the late 90s. We finished Zwei 2. Zwei 2... I wish that I had not had the experience I had with that last dungeon. That last dungeon kicked my ass up and down the street until Shateri noticed I was missing a power-up. And when I went back and got it, we beat it immediately. And that blows. But it was great. We're getting up close to where we are now. Wrath of the Gods. Wrath of the Gods was my surprise hit this year. Whoever made that game available in HD on the web, you are a saint, and I want to marry you, and I want to marry the Minotaur. So, you can arrange that for me, can't you? But Wrath of the Gods was equal parts hilarious.
Dream.
Good.
I know what you were hoping for there, but unfortunately you didn't get it. There's a lot of screams in the iconic scream box. I'm sorry. Here, let me try one more time for you. Where is that? Let me try one more time. Yeah, close enough. Was Stray Gods this? Did I tag Stray Gods? Hold up. Did I miss tagging Stray Gods? I gotta check something. Did I miss writing about Stray Gods? When did we finish Stray Gods? Stray Gods. August 33rd. I must have skipped that. Oh, man. Yeah, alright, Stray Gods. Stray Gods was definitely this year. Stray Gods, I think, won, Did it win a Grammy or was it just nominated? I don't remember, but it was Grammy nominated. That's some... I don't play a lot of games that are Grammy nominated. If that's so, I have to adjust something. Hold on. Okay. But yeah, Stray Gods. I guess Hypnosis? I'll add that too. Yeah, Stray God. Wow. I think Stray Gods immobilized all of us. We were all pretty caught up in how that game went. And I happen to know that I sold a few copies of that game too, inadvertently. I wasn't specifically trying to do it like I was with Penny Larceny. But, you know. I didn't... I should have journaled that. That's my fault. Let's see. We also did the Katamari rerolls. They were fine. I don't like We Love Katamari as much as I like the original, it turns out. Funny about that. I always thought I always thought I liked it more. But trying to play it and relax at the same time, no, I don't really like it that much. The time limits are so tight. They're so tight. It's rough. The Grammys happen in February. Ooh, cool. Okay. Echo Quest, The Search for Cetus. It gave us that lovely whale emoticon that gets trotted out every now and then. And it gave us Delphinius, who is an absolute precious treasure. And it gave us one of the most surprising music tracks of the year. Like, let me see if I can pull that up real quick. Yeah, Defeat of Flesh Eater. Like, this is from an educational game about recycling. And it has one of the longest, it has a really long intro. I can't believe this track. It's amazing, and it's in Echo Quest, of all things. After that, of course, we played Corn Kid 64. Again, great music, great gameplay, very springy. I've been considering doing a... All educational games that recycling should have a prog metal finale. Yeah, I'll agree with that. I'm not. It's not that I'm a table dancing. I can't control my bounce. I got too much bounce. Let's see. Corn Kid 64. I am thinking about doing a bonus video like I did with Klonoa, where I climb Anxiety Tower. It would be just on YouTube, I think. Or maybe, I don't know, as a future, like, redeem or something, but I am thinking about doing, Anxiety... Wasn't Klonoa also this year? I don't think it was. Let me take a quick look. I don't think Klonoa was this year. Last played September 6, 2022. Yeah, no. Apologies. Klonoa was not this year. It'll be this year for you. Let's see. After that was Iatovo Monogatari. Rest in peace, Stovecat. Well, no, I don't think Stovecat died. To this day, I do not believe Stovecat died. I believe he is out there. Stovecat is out there somewhere. And he is... stoven. And then we did the 2 hidden object games. And that pretty much puts a cap on this year. So, This year I had 41 games played. That's 2 more than last year, which is a surprise to me. I thought it was less. And you know what? That doesn't count things like the Sonic Amateur Games Expo. That doesn't count like Squirrel Mog Demo Fest or Steam Demo Fest, I guess you could say. It doesn't count a lot of the stuff I just dabbled with while I was up all night with insomnia. So we've done a lot here on the channel this year, and I think that's fantastic. I loved it, and I look forward to more in the coming year, and I hope you do too. Let's get to the Ask Me Anything. There were 9 questions, although 5 of them came from one person and 3 of them came from another. You guys are very incurious, you know that? I'm judging you. I gave you the option to ask me anything about games, about my life, about the world, any question at all, and you did not ask anything. You're very incurious. You had a question a couple weeks ago and forgot it when I said it. Well, you're excused. That question fell out your butt. That happens sometimes. It happens to me all the time. Why do you think my tail's so long? So, Shateri asked, are there any genres you wish you were better at for streaming purposes? And I started to say with this one that, yeah, I'd love to be able to play all games at an equal skill level. Like, it would help me show them off. And then I realized that, in fact, I can play and show off all games at an equal skill level. It's just that skill level is poorly. I can be equally bad at all games, and I'm very proud of myself for that. But, honestly, not really. If you've practiced the same game over and over for years, I respect that you did that, but you are not me. And you should continue to be you, but you're not me. I am way too into new experiences, serendipity, flukes, beginner's luck, weird bullshit. I'm never going to master out a genre, and I don't think people are here to see me play games well. I don't think you all are here to watch me be like an expert at anything. So, no, I don't think... Okay, hold on. Yeah, I do actually wish I were better at randomizers. Because I can't remember shit about a game when I finish it. So, I've never memorized any kinds of checks or routes or whatever. I would kind of like to try out randomizers, but I do not really, know how to... That's not a thing that I can do.
Please, tell me about the nightmarish visions you've been having.
Thank you, Maya, for participating in my Ask Me Anything. I've been having nightmarish visions where I'm in front of an enormous crowd of people playing video games, and they're all judging me for some reason. Foolish dream, could never happen. Let's move on. Let's see. Someone who wished to remain anonymous asks, how many tennis balls... Well, hold on. Teleporting Helicopter asks, how many tennis balls can you carry at once? I have no idea. I may have to do research on that. If they're in the can, 6, because I can have 1 in each hand. And then 9, 12, because I can balance the cans on top of each other. Yeah, I'm gonna go with 12. I can carry 12 tennis balls at once. Someone who wished to remain anonymous asked, why dragons? Now, I assume that this means... I didn't, get clarification. I assume this means, why do you like dragons so much, Zyzy, and not, why do dragons exist? Because I can't answer that last one. I wish I could tell you. I don't really know. Dragons have just always kind of been part of my life. I had some of those old books on cassette tape. And, no, there's no dragon alert set up here. Sorry. I didn't think I'd need it here. Because it's not like a dragon is going to come crashing through the plate glass window or anything. So for no. Anyway, I had some of those books on cassette tape, and for my younger audience, a cassette was a kind of magnetic tape brick. It had audio recorded on it. It's like a primitive MP3 player. And I had, Pete's Dragon, The Reluctant Dragon, And I think from that I got a sense that dragons were just like your big chill friends you could lay around with. And that assessment is pretty true given everything I've experienced later in life. But I remember as a kid in grade school, I was drawing dragons in really shitty crayon, but not like the princess eating, ravaging type of dragon. I draw like dragons mowing the lawn or dragons watching TV and going grocery shopping and stuff. Like normal dragons. Nobody ever really said anything to me about it, but I just sort of stopped one day. I should have kept going. I could have been a furry artist. Missed chances. Why are you crumbling to dust? Because you're an antique. Silverstar asked, how do you mine for fish? Well, my great uncle Hieronymus worked in a fish mine in Hawaii, so I'm suited to answer this question. What you do is you carve out a tunnel in the water using specialized mining equipment, like drill submarines, and you have land-based hydro pumps to pull the water out. And then you use flotation buoys to keep the tunnel from falling in. Then you head down with a bucket and you scoop the fish out of the water as they pass. It's not hard, but if the tunnel collapses, you're really in over your head. Hello, Shateri! I just answered your question. I'm sorry. Let's see. Celine asks, you've tried streaming before, lost interest and stopped. Now you're back trying it again and it's stuck, your thing. What did I do differently to make streaming feel right this time? I hate to say it, but I put myself into it. When I originally tried streaming, I wanted to keep myself out of it as much as possible. I was very, like, no voice, very long play sort of oriented, efficiency, no personality whatsoever. And over time, I got persuaded to put more and more of myself into the stream. I allowed myself to use voice. I allowed myself to use the VTuber avatar. I put chat on screen so people could see that I was reacting to it. And that interplay between the game, myself, and the audience has proven to be kind of the magic ingredient. That's what keeps me going. I always have the ability to just go off on a ramble about some absolute ridiculous nonsense. And, you all are very supportive of that. And that is what keeps me streaming. Replay something I played. I own Dragon, a game about a dragon. That's true. I have not played Dragon, a game about a dragon. I did idle it for cards once, but I have not actually played it. So that is now on the list. Tiny Tiggums has a whole bunch of... Ooh, Flare. Or no, Saria has... Your stream is a place where you want games to take center stage. What about your own stream presence makes you proud? What about my stream presence makes me proud? Well, I consider myself a knowledgeable person. And, I pride myself on my improvisational abilities. And so, whenever I'm playing a game I actually know something about, like Gabriel Knight, for example, I have a lot of thoughts and opinions and previous experience that I can interject when the game is coming along slowly. And when I've never played the game before, we're all reacting to it together. We are all in there, just gawking at it, and I love that. That is a powerful experience. So I definitely think that that reaction, that yeah, we're all barreling down the highway, slamming into stuff. Ah! And we're screaming. We're screaming as we go down the highway, which is fun. Okay. Tiny Tiggums has like 5 questions. So I'm gonna go through those, and then I'll do whatever's in the chat, and then there's a couple more questions after that. What was your most fun stream of the year? Okay, there was a lot. Discovering Metamorphobet was really good. That comes to mind right away. Metamorphobet was... Oh, I did not know what to expect there, and we went in, and that was a glorious fucking stream. Um, some of the demo streams, like Never Looted Dungeon. Never Looted Dungeon, y'all got to see Cartographer Mod Mode actually make an appearance. And that is my most anticipated game of 2024. Is Never Looted Dungeon, I think. Um, Untitled Goose Game probably wins, though. It was, like I said before, it was the first time I put my faith in the voting process, and then I played some of it, and I went in all in with all my heart. That was great. The runner-up, Penny Larceny finale stream. I'm glad I could share it with everyone. I don't know if listening to me nearly break down and cry on stream is fun, quote unquote, but it was definitely... I would not have traded that experience for the world. Thank you, Two Flower, if you ever see this. Were there any games that turned out to be way less fun to stream than you expected? Starfield. Starfield is the obvious one. I expected more from that game. I don't want to tear into it. I just expected more. I could say Invisimals, but nobody expected anything from Invisimals, and we got the Dragon Alert out of it. On a more personal level, though, I'm still mad at myself for the second Brawler night, the one with MAME. I wanted to show off and play a lot of games, and I kept getting nervous that people were getting bored with what I was playing, or they thought it was, like, repetitive or bad, or... So I kept quitting out of games that I wanted to play more of, and move into the next thing in line, and then quitting out of that because I thought the reaction was bad. And I should have had the confidence to go, hey, I love this game, and I'm going to beat it right here in front of you tonight. Like I did with Monster Maulers. Monster Maulers was dope as shit, and I should have had that confidence in some of the other games. What has been the most amusing technical issue you ran into? I don't think I've ever been amused by a tech issue. I did find it really funny that the entire Siberia series has so many problems. Like, we soft-locked the game because of the birds. We clipped into some solid walls. We shoved the camera into a building across the street. That series can't catch a fucking break, man. I can't wait to see how Siberia 4 breaks. I guess some of the demos in the Sonic Amateur Games Expo did wonky stuff, but they're amateur game demos. They're not supposed to work perfectly. But that one where the gravity was like platform relatives. So we walked around to the bottom of a platform and up a wall and then fell off and flew the fuck off in his face. That was funny. I don't remember the name of it, but I'm always gonna remember, like, the goofy physics stuff. The finale of Gabriel Knight 3 flabbergasted me so much I ate the stream. I barely remember that. Anyway, questions from Tiny Tickums. If you suddenly achieved millions of views levels of streaming stardom, what restaurant would you open and what candy bar would you release? Where the hell did you get this question? I don't want Gordon Ramsay on my app. He'd be all like, oh, I might. What's this airy beastie in the kitchen? Is that the owner? Fuck me, the owner's some kind of fucking muppet. That's my life now. But that's what would happen if I opened a restaurant. And like a famous food critic once said, it makes no business sense financially to open anything but a steakhouse. Because you can get the beef cheap, force value upward with aging, and charge people out the ass for it. That's not me. When I think about the kind of food I would want to serve, I would want like a big window on the side of the building where you can just order, grab, and go. Like boardwalk food, fries, quick tacos, hot dogs, funnel cake, soda, shake. So like a nice walkable city area. Probably not most of America. I don't know like where the fuck you go to walk in a city anymore. And I go in on that. It'd be like the Squirrel Monk Starch Hut. Starchy the Hut. Candy bar. Start with like a fruit taffy or like a fruit nougat, like strawberry, and you dip that in white chocolate. There you go. I just think it'd be good. Are you actually a squad of super smart snakes in power armor that looks like a squirrel mog? Negative. I am a fluff muffin. Silver Star asked, what kind of viewer counts do you hope to achieve in 2024? Well, I think it's really clear that if I was worried about viewer counts, if I wanted to retain and bring in new viewers, I wouldn't have done a year-end special that's just me gyrating in the middle of the screen against a static image for like a fucking hour now. That's not how you rake in the capitalist marketplace. I don't know. I want people to show up. I don't worry about doing anything to bring them in. I guess I just have faith that people will find me, and honestly, that's not going to work forever. I know I have to advertise myself as something someday. Like a retro adventure streamer, or she's furry and she's old as balls, and she's here to take you to Sierra Country. But if I'm honest, I expect my viewer count to remain about the same. Like 5 to 10 people a night, 15 max on the weekends. That's good. It's happy. I'm not going to complain if a bunch more people show up and give me money. Celine asks, is there a game or a genre you want to stream more of, but you're afraid it's not my brand? Oh, yeah, I guess so. First-person shooters, for one. Well, I want to blow some shit up. I want to kill some things. And I have a reputation as, like, the puzzle lady. And, I want to beat someone to death with a crowbar. That's what I want. Aside from that, I don't know, I've always wanted to I kind of want, like, how do I put this? I kind of want to learn real-time strategy games, but I don't know if I want to learn real-time strategy games on screen. And, like, I kind of want to learn, like, city builder shit, and I don't know if I want to learn that on stream. But it could be funny. So, maybe? But I'm just always worried about, like, frustrating you folks and getting y'all to scatter out. I'm gonna take Serious question 2, and then Silver Star's last question is a great segue into, like, the end of the, more or less, the finale. So I'm gonna take these last couple questions. If you're typing, type faster, type faster. Otherwise, you're not gonna get in. Activate your fear of missing out. Wet yourself. Do it! No, don't actually do that, please. Do you have a favorite clip that has been taken of your channel? You would know. You're using it as a sound redeem. That one dump truck ass clip. Yeah, dump truck ass will protect me. I think that's my favorite clip from my channel so far. It's either that or, like, I don't think we can have a dance-off to solve your parents died. Man, Balan Wonderworld was fantastic. Do I like jazz? It's okay. I like it. I don't know anything about it. So, I like, like, elevator music jazz, I guess. I don't know anything about, like, hardcore jazz. I don't know anything about, like, jazz that people actually listen to. Miles Davis. I know that's, like, the one name I know in jazz. It's fine. Like, you'll never get me to, like, hate on you for listening to jazz. It's just, I know nothing about it. So, Silver Star asks, last question here. Unless there's an unexpected run-in, but last question here. What are you hoping to do in 2024 as far as my stream? You can see where this one would be like a segue to talking about the future. On the technical side of things, I want to keep improving, obviously. Nobody ever goes like, yeah, I think I'm great. I'm fine. It's great. There's nothing I have left to do. I want to work harder on getting a better audio balance because I know that I am, like, shouty as hell. I want to learn to set that up properly, maybe handle it automatically, like with software. I don't really know how that works. Whatever. I want to keep refining my visual scenes. I want to maybe look into overlays, but I think we're good with overlays. Anyway, all that's boring technical crap. You don't have to care about that. The important thing is, what I want is to keep playing games that surprise people. I love mainstream stuff. I'm planning to play like Phoenix Wright, but I want to play just as many weird games, indie games, stuff off the beaten path, stuff that nobody else is streaming. People won't stream text-heavy games. I want to play Famicom Detective Club too. I want to play more honest, heartfelt visual novels. I want to play like weird Japanese dating simulators. I want to stream janky-ass platformers. I want to stream like an NES game and then next week stream a brand new Switch game that nobody's seen. I want to stream Armored Core 6 and then like Evergrace or Shadow Tower. Admittedly, FromSoft is a little mainstream nowadays, but it's great. I want to explore old text adventures. Did you know before King's Quest, Sierra was just online systems. They weren't Sierra Online. And they put out a bunch of text adventures like The Wizard and the Princess and Mystery House. I don't think I've ever seen any footage of Mystery House. I've never seen anyone play Mystery House. I want to play Mystery House. I want to play Wizard and the Princess. But I also want to bring you games that people love from their childhoods, not for nostalgia purposes, though. I want to take a look at those games and we can remind ourselves, were these games really that good? Or did they kind of suck? Or look at games that everybody agrees suck, and is there good stuff in there? There probably is. Look at Siberia 3. I think that's my favorite in the series, and everyone hates that one. So, I want to play some more jank-ass crap, too. I don't know. I guess my answer is in 2024, I want to do the same stuff I've been doing, but even harder. I want more. I want more of everything. And on that note, I'd like to mention, that there are 4 games coming out in the early part of the year. Well, 4 collections. There's the Another Code Recollection, which comes out on January 19th. That's a collection of 2 formerly DS adventure games that are coming out on the Switch. I am probably going to end up buying those and streaming them almost at once. The Apollo Justice Collection comes out January 24th. We haven't played Phoenix Wright yet, though. I'd like to get to Phoenix Wright at some point. That feels like a weekend thing, though. The collection of the first 3 original Tomb Raider games comes out February 14th. That kind of stretches the definition of retro, I guess. Like a remaster of some very beloved games, but Tomb Raider was one of the first, like, it was not one of the first PC games I played, because I played a lot of older PC games before that. It was one of the first, quote-unquote, modern PC games I played. Modern 3D engine PC games I played. Where you could actually, like, walk around in 3D, and it didn't mean going behind objects and back out again. So, I want to revisit those games, and I want to see how they are. And then March 28th, 20 days after my birthday, the Touch Detective Complete Collection on the Switch. Touch Detective, I love that series. If Touch Detective has 100 fans, I am one of them. If Touch Detective has 10 fans, I am still one. And if Touch Detective has no fans, I'm dead. And they're finally bringing Touch Detective 3 out in the US, alongside the other 2 games. And I am so eager for that. So, they are goofy point-and-click detective games. I really, really want to play them. I feel like in order to play Phoenix Wright, I'm going to need to buy, like, the Accent expansion kit. Like, I'm going to need to buy one of those old, like, $5 expansion boxes you get on the, like, Egghead software shelves. But you're going to need to shove a floppy disk in me, and I will be able to speak, like, Australian without becoming a fucking Dickensian street urchin. But that is all the business that I have. Let's see. Where's my outline? Open the browser, go through the games we played, ask me anything. Hope for next year, talk about games. Anything else that comes to mind? Anything else coming to mind to you folks? I'm up to talk about anything. And then after that, we finish out. And, I'm good with wrapping up here if you folks are. You're trying to clip a find. Find a clip. You're trying to clip yourself finding a clip. Find a find. Yeah, you've got to make a find. Can you make a find? Yeah, you're making me find. You got to dream a little dream. And then the Hall of the Mountain King plays for no reason. Dance Dance Revolution was weird. You can't find Gabriel falling down the hall. God, hold on. You're happy to be part of it. I'm happy to have you along. I'm happy to have everybody along. Like, I didn't touch on it much, but, everybody who is here, everybody who is watching on YouTube, even if you're like a random person who stumbled across this video and decided to watch an hour of me bobbling back and forth in the middle of your screen, you absolute psycho. Roll around a ball inside a big bowl for 10 minutes. I'm gonna reject that and refund your points. I can't do that. Yeah, that's the Gabriel Knight stream. Or was it this one? Do you have any goals as far as getting your chat to behave in 2024? Hell no. Was when he got whooped. No, this is marked Gabriel Knight 3. I don't think I have any Gabriel Knight 2. I don't have any Gabriel Knight 2 screams in here. You just reminded me that I should... Cannot be stopped! You just reminded me that I should really go looking for those Gabriel Knight 2 screams. Or that one particular one. Huh. Anyway, no, I have no plans to get chat to behave. I believe in anarchy. You guys can do as you like, as long as you're not getting me in trouble or getting too horny. Because if you're getting too horny, I will fucking electrocute you. With your keyboard. Through your keyboard. I've got a button to do that. I'm a streamer, you know. I'm a gamer. Do as you will shall be the whole of the law at Outback Steakhouse. God damn. I wish. You put your faith in one bloomin' onion and they throw you out for life. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it, although, honestly, if anybody has any game suggestions, you know, feel free to make them now. If nobody has any game suggestions, then I will start looking for somebody to raid. I'm surprised this only took an hour. Someday, Mega Man Legends... Oh, Mega Man Legends 2 is already on the list, but I'm glad to have an excuse to bump it a little higher, I guess. On Discord, you mentioned a comment. Well, I'll have to look at Discord then, later. Alright, Legends 2. Yep, believe me. That is a definite... That is high on my list. Give Croc another chance. Be aware that I may tap out of that, though. Like, I've definitely tried Croc, but the skill ceiling was too high for me past the point. Still, I'm happy to give it another chance as long as you're... Oh, as long as you're set up for disappointment. For vast disappointment, because I am so bad at that game. My Terrablosity really blooms with that one. It doesn't look like I really want to drop you guys off anywhere. So I'd just like to mention that very likely the next you know what? I was going to make an announcement about what the next weekday game would be, and I've forgotten what I forgot what I picked out. I forgot. I picked something and I forgot what it was. So, yeah. I guess we'll find out together. But I am definitely starting something. I don't remember what it was. There were like 3 things I considered, and one was Shadow of Memory, or Shadow of Destiny, and one was Obra Dinn, and one was, fucking something. And I can't remember what the something was. Well, one was Siberia 4, but I don't think I picked that. There were a couple more. Man. Anyway, I considered a lot of Stranger of Paradise. No, that's a weekend game. That's not a weekday game. Yeah. Like, trust me, it is something that I want to get to, although I am gonna have to, like, mute the fucking Frank Sinatra track that they threw in there for some reason. Which I'm sure has a lot to do with the gameplay, but still makes me go like, what the hell? Anyway, yeah. I've forgotten. Well, I'll pick something. And we'll do it. Maybe it was Ghost Trick. No, it wasn't Ghost Trick. Although I do really want to play Ghost Trick. Ghost Trick is fucking fantastic. I want to play Ghost Trick so bad. You have no idea how bad I want to play Ghost Trick. But yeah, the spoilers are definitely a thing. Anyway. Good night, everybody. I think this year was a success, and it's not going to get worse. I will physically stop it from getting worse. I will throw myself in front of the year and punch it in the head until it explodes, if it threatens to get worse. So, may you all be blessed with a long life and a happy new year. Good night, everybody. And, good luck out there. And I will see you, hopefully tomorrow for Wild Arms. Because just because it's the year end doesn't mean I'm slacking on shooting people. God, I love shooting people. Good night, everybody.